This is Football Night in America, presented by Progressive.
A perfect setting for playoff football. The wintry mix coming down, stopping, starting in South Philadelphia as Divisional Sundays starts with the Rams and Eagles here on NBC. And as the best weekend of football all year continues, we've got 6 teams that still have a chance to win Super Bowl 59. In the AFC, the Ravens and Bills coming up tonight. The winner moves on to visit the Chiefs, who made their 7th straight AFC championship. And after Washington shocked the world and Detroit last night, the road to the Super Bowl in the NFC now runs through Philly, with the winner of our game hosting the Commanders next Sunday. Meanwhile, 2K say they call him. Yeah, he's ready for another big game. He's led the Eagles to one of their best seasons in franchise history as they try to reach the NFC title game for the 2nd time in 3 years. Meanwhile, the Rams, you know who they're led by, Super Bowl winning quarterback Matthew Stafford, looking to pull the upset and continue to give their fans a reason to smile. And the quarterback of the Eagles, number 1, Jalen Hurts, just hitting the field as the Eagles look to stamp a ticket to the NFC Championship game. Hello, everyone, and welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Maria Taylor alongside Devin McCourty, Jason Garrett, and the entire group is here in Philly because we are celebrating our last show of the season and a great matchup that we have and a great story to tell, Jason, with these Los Angeles Rams. They're wearing LAFD on their jerseys and on their shirts right now as they represent all the fine men and women that have risked their lives fighting those fires. But they've been through a lot to make it to this moment, and you spent some time with Sean McVay to talk it over.
You know, tragic times out there in LA, and I'm just amazed by Sean McVay's leadership. When they went out to practice on Thursday, the team could see the fires up in the hill. Sean McVay stands in the middle of the field and says, "Team, come on up. We're not going to practice today. Sometimes there are more important things than football." Told them all to connect with their families, go home, do what they needed to do. He showed the team and everybody in that organization that he cared about them, and they responded. Great week of practice, and they played their best game against Minnesota last week.
An unbelievable performance, and now to have to do it all over again, the celebration of families, and now you have to go play against Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Over 250 yards the last time you played against him, so they have an unbelievable task at hand coming to Philadelphia, playing against this team, but still a great story coming from LA.
No doubt.
And they've got unbelievable talent on their sideline as well. They've got Cooper Kupp, a Super Bowl MVP, and a little while earlier, he actually caught up with Chris Sims. Take a listen.
All right, this team, you've been through a lot the last 2 weeks. How's it affected your preparation?
Yeah, I mean, you got to kind of go with the flow of things. I mean, it's just very fluid. I think the Rams have prioritized the families. The guys just understand that there's a lot going on at home right now, taking care of us. And the nice thing is you do have something. You come in every day, and there's a period of time where it's just, hey, we're here, our feet are here, we have a task at hand, let's just get to work.
Well, Cooper Kupp looking to have an impact on this game. Jalen Hurts, you know he will. The ball will be in his hands, making his 7th playoff start here tonight at Lincoln Financial Field. Meanwhile, outside, they're used to braving the weather, unlike us studio folks. Jack, Tony, and Rodney, good afternoon, fellas.
Yeah, you heard them in there. The season of Saquon and Philly, but A.J. Brown still found his way to 1,000 yards. He was quiet in the wild card round. Really, his biggest moment was reading that motivational book between plays.
Yeah, just make it a priority to get A.J. Brown the ball. This offense has consistently faced a lot of loaded boxes, a lot of 8-man boxes. He has a lot of one-on-one opportunities, quick screens, hitches, comebacks. Just get him the football, Coach.
Well, you say that, and I think the guy under the most amount of pressure is Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator, because a perfect game for them is 40 runs and 20 passes. But that won't keep the receivers happy. That won't keep these fans happy. But Kellen's got to dial up those runs for Saquon.
And the Rams, they spend the least amount of money in the entire league on defense. So talk to me about this youth, the young group, and what you've seen. 9 sack
The 2 outside linebackers I'm paying close attention to. Jared Verse has been outstanding in the run game, but Byron Young, number 0, he's the guy that they seem like they could take advantage of, and they were running toward his way.
They got a tough matchup with this big offensive line, though. They're going to have their hands full.
We'll get into it as we go. Saquon Barkley be running behind that offensive line. LA and Philly, how about a snowstorm on divisional weekend? It's a party in Philadelphia.
Football Night in America is brought to you by Progressive, the right call to protect your home and car.
You did it. You took an idea on a napkin, built a successful business, and made it look easy. But at U.S. Bank, we remember what went into getting here. The hard work, self-doubt, tough decisions. From all those extra hours to finally enjoying the rewards. Our wealth management team is always here to work with you and every generation to come, because there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
Don't overthink it. A large one-topping pizza is only $9.99 at Papa John's.
3 different crusts, any topping.
Get the go-to that never gets old. Get a large one-topping pizza for $9.99. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
The average dog only lives to be 10. That's 10 birthdays, 10 first summer swims, 10 annual camping trips. At the Farmer's Dog, we don't think that's long enough. That's why our freshly made food comes pre-portioned, just for your dog. Because a dog at a healthy weight can live a longer, happier life.
Yo, Sean, put him on game.
He's locked in on Prize Picks. Just pick more or less on at least 2 players and lock in for the game. Enter a lineup for as little as $5 and get $50 instantly.
Plus, you can play in almost every state.
Download the Prize Picks app today. Enter $5 and get $50 instantly with Code TV. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Oh, you already know, bro.
Walmart Plus. It's Walmart plus free delivery. Because cooking food is a lot more fun than shopping for it. It's Walmart plus an included Paramount Plus subscription to stream Dora, so your daughter can learn Espanol.
Delicioso.
Plus, you get 25% off at Burger King. And that's 25% more savings to put towards things you need, like napkins.
Delicioso.
Our thoughts exactly. Basically, it's Walmart plus more ways to save. Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus.
Is the garage sale taxable income?
All right. Jacoby. Let's let Jacoby take a run at it.
If only there were backups in real life. But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
Any charitable contributions this year?
Saturday night's main event is back, Jack. And it's coming to San Antonio, brother.
Saturday night's main event, live nationwide. Saturday, January 25th at 8 on NBC and Peacock.
It's Divisional Sunday. We're getting you set for the Rams and the Eagles. NFC Championship game is on the line, and the winner of this will be hosting the Washington Commanders after the beauty of the game that they put on the field in Detroit. A night to remember for Jaden Daniels for sure. We'll go to the second quarter to start out. Daniels finds Scary Terry.
14-10 football game. Jaden Daniels makes every night work right now. He's incredible. Little screen pass, Terry McLaurin off to the races, touchdown, and that started the shootout.
And as amazing as it was for Jaden Daniels, a scary night for Jared Goff.
How about this Washington Commanders defense? Quan Martin steps up right here. 17-14 game. Don't just get the interception, young man.
Yeah, safety.
The end zone. And the best play about this is, Jared Goff, you want to go make a tackle? Meet Frankie Louvu.
Yeah, he took a hard hit there. He would actually be looked at in the tent, but come right back. And then, again, he's intercepted.
Big play. Mike Sanders showed right before the half as Detroit was trying to get points. Shuts them down.
Big play.
Goff had 4 total turnovers in this one. All right, third quarter, 3-point game. Daniels on 4th and 2.
Yeah, Dan Quinn told his team early in the week, we're going to go there. We're going to take this game. You see the Daniels run. This is late in the ball game. Detroit, 12 guys on the field, gives Washington another first down. And one more time, 4th and 2, put it in Daniels' hand, and he comes through.
Commanders converted 3 of 4 4th downs. Dan Campbell, after this one, distraught.
People don't know, what they go through. You have to get up. Bodies beat, mentally stay locked in and do those things. So long season.
Couple more guys. What happened on the 12-minute on the field penalty?
It's my fault. It's my fault.
Well, heartbreaking loss for the Detroit Lions. We knew their defense had issues. We saw Washington move the ball on them all night. What let them down was their offense. They had to be the unit that carried the squad. Unfortunately, Jared Goff had his worst game of the season, and they blew some opportunities in some big moments.
And how about this Commanders team? Young, not much experience. Experience doesn't matter when you're playing good football. This team continues to make the plays that they need to make at the right time. They win the most hostile environment and got to win against the Lions.
Experience doesn't matter, but leadership does. That guy right there, Dan Campbell, that's why they love playing for him. This guy's emotionally invested. He takes accountability for things. I'm amazed by the leadership of Washington. New ownership, new GM, new head coach, new quarterback. That's why they've had success. The leadership there, second to none.
Incredible.
And how about they're going to the NFC Championship game for the first time in 33 years? Jaden Daniels wasn't alive. That was when they won the Super Bowl. That was 1991. And credit to the guts of that rookie. And rookies like Mike Sarensill as well, making big plays for the Commanders. All right, let's get a PFT update brought to you by Accenture. Mike Florio with the Lions officially out. Our attention turns to the futures of their coordinators. What's the latest?
Well, with offensive coordinator Ben Johnson, he has firmly been in phase 1 of his process, but now that the Lions have been eliminated, he can move on to phase 2, evaluating teams like the Raiders, the Bears, the Jaguars. All have interviewed him virtually. His top factor continues to be alignment with the front office, and another option for him is to just stay put in Detroit. Last night's loss could be a factor. It's too early to know which way that goes. And then defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn, he's had virtual interviews with the Jets, Jaguars, Raiders, Saints, Bears. Some would say last night's 45 points allowed by the Lions could hurt him. It didn't hurt Dan Quinn last year when the Cowboys gave up 48 to the Packers. Glenn is in play, and a lot of folks in the NFL are keeping an eye on the Jets, Maria.
All right, we'll keep an eye on you for the latest for sure. The Eagles are running out. We're hearing the fans getting a little bit louder. Let's turn our attention to the AFC. Chiefs now 2 wins away from a 3-peat that Devin said they'll never have.
Here they go.
And here comes Travis Kelce.
Well, Travis Kelce wide open in the middle of the field. It's playoff time, so of course Kelce's wide open. Big play here. Had his best game of the year yesterday in Divisional Saturday.
Yeah, and when 15 is feeling comfortable, finding that guy right there, it's hard to stop.
But Maria, can we just guard Travis Kelce? Of all things to do, guard him. He's out there shimmying, dancing.
You can't guard him, Dev. John Wooden described competitive greatness. Be your best when your best is needed. 7 catches, 117 yards. He's off the chart.
This is insane.
First ballot.
Okay, that's insane throw. And we're so used to it, it's ridiculous.
You're a historian. That's Kenny Stabler to Clarence Davis 50 years ago.
That looks better than Kenny Stabler. And
guys, talk defense. George Kalafdis, how about Spagnuolo, his defense? They were all over C.J. Stroud.
Yes, 8 sacks in that one against C.J. Stroud. And with that win, Andy Reid becomes the 4th coach to reach 300 career wins. Don Shula, George Halas, and Bill Belichick are all on that Mount Rushmore. All right, it's time for today's DraftKings Sportsbook 3-play. Matthew Berry, who do you have?
Hey, Maria, it is cold, and I got to be honest with you, the only thing worse than standing around holding a microphone in the cold is being in the cold trying to tackle Saquon Barkley. I expect him to get a ton of work today, and in a game in which they are home favorites by almost a touchdown, I expect Saquon Barkley gets into the end zone as part of that work. Give me an anytime touchdown for Saquon Barkley. Staying with Philadelphia, so much was made last week about A.J. Brown and the book signing, his lack of usage. Listen, when there's been a squeaky wheel issue like this previously, the next game, Brown gets a ton of targets. Honestly, he almost always gets a ton of targets. Get this, on the year, A.J. Brown has seen 33% of Philadelphia's targets. That's the 2nd highest rate in the NFL. Expect Philly to get A.J. Brown involved early and often today, giving 5 catches for A.J. Brown today. And finally, I'm taking under 50.5 points. That's an alt line. Both defenses playing well. Weather should make things tougher. I'm not expecting a shootout. I think Philly's going to look to grind this out. So give me the under. The under, A.J. Brown and Saquon Barkley. That is my DraftKings 3-play for today, Maria.
All right, appreciate it, Matthew. And our thoughts are always with Los Angeles right now as they recover from the devastation of the LA fires. And this week, Rams wideout Cooper Kupp supported the wildfire relief efforts by pledging to match public donations, which will generate an additional $1 million. That's just one example of the NFL family coming together over the last couple of weeks. We'll be right back.
It's playoff season, and you know what that means. Even more picks on Underdog. You can win money by selecting 2 or more of your favorite players. Get it right, and you can win up to 1,000 times your entry. Game time, baby. Over 5 million fans have already signed up for Underdog, and you can play in most states. That includes California and Georgia and Texas. Now go get that dub. It's that easy. Download Underdog now to claim your offer.
Have you ever dreamt of getting 2 of your fave Wendy's items for $7? Like a spicy chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs? Well, today's the day your oddly specific dream comes true. Pretty good dream. 2 faves for just $7? Gotta be Wendy's.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. Dak going for it, and he fumbles. Brilliant recovery with the Lowe's app.
He always delivers.
And so does the Lowe's app. In-store, online, our Lowe's team has you covered.
I'm an overpowered leaf blower, and I'm not exactly street legal.
And if you don't have the right auto coverage, this could really blow your budget. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
A Chewy pharmacy order is en route for Summit, who loves the outdoors. So her parents use Chewy to save 20% on their first order of flea and tick meds. Delivered fast so Summit never misses a dose or an adventure. For quality meds, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Taxes was waiting and wondering and worrying. Now Taxes is matching with a TurboTax expert who does everything for you. Who can do your taxes in a day. So you can get up to $4,000 instantly. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax.
Let's go. Applebee's really big meal deal for $9.99. Size matters when it comes to our big classic bacon cheeseburger, plus endless fries and drinks, all for just $9.99.
The Pro Bowl games are here. Advance to the next level. Time to level up. Turn up and tune in to a 2-day competition. As the league's biggest stars put their skills to the test. Take their games to the next level and go head-to-head in the flag football finale, coached by Peyton and Eli Manning. Amazing! The Pro Bowl games, presented by Verizon, starting Thursday, January 30th. Flag football finale on Sunday, February 2nd.
Getting set for Rams, Eagles, and Jalen Hurts, the Eagles quarterback, 28 total touchdowns, 3 turnovers over the last 12 games, Devin.
This guy's been incredible, and the big thing for me is him running the ball today. I think they're going to use Saquon Barkley and him in this running game, and Jalen Hurts is dangerous as a runner.
Matthew Stafford on the other side of the ball, of course, is one of 2 quarterbacks that's won a Super Bowl in these playoffs. He's ready for this moment. He's going to have a big day. This is an all-time arm from Matthew Stafford. I don't think the elements are going to bother him, and his connection with Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua is going to be crucial today.
It'll be a treat today.
It will be, Maria.
All right, Chris, the elements might not bother him, but this Eagles defense, it just might. A big reason why the Eagles are playing so well and in the divisional round is because of this defensive turnaround behind Vic Fangio. Last season, they ranked near the bottom of the league in several major categories. This season, a complete 180. They lead the NFL in total defense for the first time since 1991. As we go on the field, presented by Progressive. And Jack, you know it all starts with those Georgia guys, right, up front.
Maria, Howie Roseman understands it well. Last few years, 3 first-round picks on Georgia Bulldogs to build that defensive front. And Jalen Carter, he's the leader of the group.
Yeah, I mean, and this defense has gotten a lot better because he's brought a toughness, an attitude, a nastiness that they haven't had. When you watch tape on him, he's getting that Aaron Donald type treatment. He's constantly getting double teamed and he's getting triple teamed. He's an outstanding player.
How about Nolan Smith? 4.39 rushing the passer. These pass rushers are evolving, Rod.
Yeah, I love Nolan Smith. I love him because he does it all. He plays special teams. He can stop the run. I think he's a really underrated pass rusher. But his coach told me, his coach said he's the real deal.
He is the real deal. The Kobie Dean, though, that's the big loss. Knee injury for him. The linebacker going to be out for the remainder of the season. What's so tough about that one?
Yeah, I had a chance to talk to Coach Fangio, and I asked him about Kobie. And the first thing he did is put his head down, and he kind of shook his head in disappointment. Both backup linebackers will play, but I'm anxious to see Jeremiah Trotter Jr. I played against his dad. His dad was smart, and I believe this kid can play.
And we were watching warm-ups. It'll be Zach Bond, the star linebacker, that'll wear that green dot and take over all communication for that defense. Of course, that defense has been on the mind of Sean McVay all week. He is already a Super Bowl champion, as you know, but nothing prepares you for the challenges that LA has faced these last couple of weeks, and Jason Garrett went to learn about his experience.
Did you have to change how you coached the team last week to get them ready for that game?
You're just authentic about, man, this is a strange situation, guys. You know, let's make sure that we take care of, number one, our families, friends, loved ones, everybody's okay. Once you check that box, now let's have, you know, our ability to be totally and completely present. Let's have the right urgency. Let's enjoy the opportunity that you guys have earned. I was just proud of the way these guys handled it, but I wasn't surprised.
Was there any moment where you said to yourself, I don't know if we're going to be mentally ready? There's so much stuff going on.
You know, I don't know that I felt that, but when we're getting ready on Thursday, we're practicing here, and then you see behind our facilities huge smoke go off in the distance in the Calabasas area, Woodland Hills, that affects a lot of our players, their families, a lot of staff, coaches. You could feel there was a real distraction. I was distracted, but our guys have just handled it beautifully. I don't know that I ever felt like it was too much, but it was certainly a lot at certain points.
How about balancing using this as a rallying cry, but also maintaining the proper perspective for what people are actually going through?
That's exactly right. And what we talked about last week was let's represent. What kind of energy, what kind of mental and physical toughness are we putting on tape that when people watch, they say, man, I want to root for that team. They understood that that was a privilege to be able to provide that temporary relief for people. They represented the city the right way, and I was damn proud of the group, and I don't think it's by coincidence that it ended up resulting the way that it did.
You said after the game, we're built for this.
Yeah. All right, but hey, we're built for this, man.
You get back here, you got a short week. How do you get the team mentally ready to go at it?
Before I was going to address the team last week, before we were getting ready to go to Arizona, you know, I was frustrated, and you're going to be real with the guys, and for a lot of different reasons. You feel behind in the preparation, you're uncertain about just, you know, what's going on, and then I looked down and I said, man, I think this team is built for this. They're built for different adversities. They're a resilient group. They've handled a bunch of different things throughout the course of this journey we've been on. And I believe that. And that's all they've shown me up to this point. There's a lot of reasons for us to say we're not going to be ready to go. It's a quick turnaround. It's at Philly. Weather different than what we're accustomed to. But we're not going to allow that to be an excuse not to be ready to roll. But we're looking forward to the challenge.
Man, Sean McVay has really faced the challenge. He seems built for it. And actually, McVay's family joined the family of former Rams offensive lineman Andrew Whitworth to contribute $400,000 to help relief efforts. And I'm here with two coaches. You guys understand what leadership is and what the moment that they're having to bear witness to. How do you describe, Jason, the job that Sean McVay and this Rams team is doing holding up through it?
Well, I texted Sean after the game, and I said, Sean, for all your accomplishments and the great victories you've had as a coach, this, for me, is the best coaching job you have ever done. You know, the mental intensity and focus you need to play and play well in this league, it's very challenging. That's your number one job as a coach. And for him to take care of everybody in that organization and then get everybody refocused to play as well as they did against Minnesota was pretty remarkable.
Yeah, Jason, he's been outstanding. You were just out there. I went his second year to interview him for the show, and at that time, Maria, he was still young, but everybody in the building was raving about Coach McVay, and it wasn't about X's and O's or his play calling. It was how he was doing things, how he was relating to people in the building. It was just amazing.
You know, he's evolved remarkably well. If you think about them, 2021, they win the Super Bowl, 5-12 the next year. He's contemplating quitting. And he wanted to recapture that feeling that he had about making everybody better around him that he had when he first went there in 2017. I think that evolution showed up here this last week.
And listen, go ahead.
The other thing I love about him, he has developed so many young coaches, and losing them off the staff and then just replacing them and growing, that's the sign of a real
fantastic,
leader.
No doubt.
Not to mention a turnaround this season. They lost to the Eagles in Week 12, and then they rattled off 5 straight wins. Let's go into our Lowe's home team help, though. And, guys, talk about how you think Sean McVay is going to attack this number one defense.
That's right. It's a tough task. It's the best defense in football. The Rams historically will take some shots early on in the football game, But I do think running the football with Kyren Williams is going to be huge. Chew up the clock, keep Jalen Hurts in the offense on the sidelines, and the dink and dunk surgical pass game to Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp.
And that's what Philadelphia forces you to do, to have really good pass rush, and they play a lot of off-zone coverage, not giving up the big play. Right. But by the time they stick on those receivers, Jalen Carter, those big guys up front, they're coming.
Definitely. This is an offense that can pull this off between McVay's system and Stafford's experience. Watch out for him, Maria.
All right, coming up next, we're going to hear from Saquon Barkley, the Eagles offense. He's been putting up video game numbers. Rodney's going to do a little chat with him. We'll be right back.
Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly, score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hit them low, hit them high, watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
In a world, there's another American world with the greatest action heroes in the world. Prancing Flamingo, Ninja Salamander, Seductive Owl. How you doing? Narrated by Tom Hanks. Look out, planet Earth. Here comes America. The Americas, February 23rd on NBC and Peacock.
NBC5's Bennett Haberly leads the way with investigations.
We asked the city for records
revealing hidden details on the city's migrant spending.
Could your office have done a better job of addressing the health needs of migrants?
Digging into why countless survivors of sexual assault are let down by the system.
On how to properly treat victims of sexual assault.
Uncovering the true cost we are paying to feel safe.
What can this do, and is it worth it?
NBC5's legacy of investigations continues with Bennett Haberly.
The new Hyundai Tucson with advanced tech and safety features. There's joy in every journey. Lease the Tucson for $249 a month or get $1,250 bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Who buys a pool in January? A genius. Get the lowest prices of the year. Save hundreds, even thousands on above-ground pool packages. Plus, we'll waive your installation fee. Get healthy this year. Sink into a soothing hot tub. Floor models, clearance priced. Unwind in an infrared sauna or massage chair. And don't miss up to 40% off Brunswick pool tables from just $19.99. Installed. Only at The Great Escape. Shop The Great Escape.
The all-new, epically capable Hyundai Santa Fe. There's joy in every journey. Lease the Santa Fe for $299 a month or get up to $3,000 bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Let's have a cup of coffee. It's on me.
This is going to be a big boy matchup.
Backpedaling, fire to the end zone, touchdown! And Lamar Jackson does it again! Are you kidding me? He's a beast with a capital B, and he would not be denied!
If that's not Superman, I don't know what is.
Have you ever seen that one before?
Oh, just a casual couple of MVP candidates going at it in the divisional round for a chance to go to the AFC Championship game. These two teams have met already once this season. The Ravens got the best of the Bills, but what do you expect to see in round two?
Baltimore and their style is a little bit of Buffalo's kryptonite. Buffalo loves to play with extra defensive backs on the field. But when you have to tackle Derrick Henry and they bring in a 300-pound fullback and Patrick Ricard, you want to get those little guys off the field and bring more big guys on to stop the run.
You know, we keep talking about this MVP battle. It's almost like 2-on-1. It's Lamar and Derrick Henry. This guy behind you, 22, he's something else. As great as Josh is, as great as their offense has been, I don't know, it's a hard thing for them to slow that train down coming from Baltimore.
You guys are right. It is the kryptonite to the Buffalo Bills. It's a tough matchup, but they do have Josh Allen, and they do have the best supporting cast around him that he's ever had in his career. They can run the ball. They can make big plays. What do? Do they chew up clock, or are they aggressive? To me, that's going to be the big question in this matchup.
And you're going to find the answer in Orchard Park after our game is over here at Lincoln Financial. So, yeah, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, a couple of MVP candidates. Saquon Barkley was on the MVP conversation list as well. He caught up with Rodney just moments ago.
You walked up to me and you had such a serious look in your face. You look really focused.
Of course. It's playoff football. We're home. The energy's amazing. This is things you dream about.
What's different about facing this Rams defense the second time around?
Yeah, I mean, we know they're going to come out with something, especially with how much success we had them on the first time. But at the end of the day, we just got to stick to our assignments, adjust to what they're doing, and when we play our football, we're hard to beat.
No snow right now, but snow is still in the forecast. Has your routine changed? Do you change your cleats? Anything changed in terms of your preparation?
Yeah, definitely changed my cleats, but at the end of the day, you just got to go back to your details. No matter if it's snow on the ground or it's not, can't cut wild. Got to stay balanced, stay underneath yourself, and just trust your fundamentals, and that's a game plan.
Thank you. All the best to you.
Yeah, Saquon says it doesn't matter. Just check his numbers, okay? For the historic stats that he's put together this season, Saquon Barkley became the 9th player in NFL history and first ever Eagle to rush for 2,000 yards, okay? He was just the 6th player ever to have 7 games with at least 140 rushing yards, and he had 8 touchdowns runs at least 10 yards where nobody put a hand on him, and that's twice as many as any other player so far this season. But as we all know, it's a team effort to allow Saquon to be great and be a giant success, and part of that comes from the big guys up front. This week, Devin had a chance to meet up with the Eagles tackles, Lane Johnson and Jordan Mailata, and something tells me they had a pretty good time.
We're gonna see 3 more hours together.
You seem super close. Is there anything y'all do as a cohesive unit to build that bond? I'm going to name somebody. You guys give me one word about the offensive line. So we'll start with Jordan.
Monster.
All right, we'll go right back. Lane.
Legend.
Family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Mekhi Becton.
I'm going to say underdog. Yeah. Because nobody expected that.
First time making the playoffs.
Landon Dickerson.
It's probably big.
That first snap to the last whistle.
How about Cam Jurgens?
You want grit? Nothing really bothers me. Great composure.
Tush push. We know it's brutal for the center. You guys on the island. Is a tush push bad for you guys too?
That's bad for the guards in the center.
You already know, man. You don't think Jalen goes left, man. That left side got that. You already know, man. Come on.
I go left too.
Come on. Best in the world. Let's start early and often.
I got some things I want to show you guys. It's all good stuff. What emotions come from this picture?
Just how easy Landon picked up Saquon.
How about the 2,000 yards?
I'd say pride, yeah. A lot of pride in that photo right there.
We're not done yet. Come on.
This play where he jumped, does this describe blocking for a guy like Saquon Barkley, that he can do things like this?
Never know where lightning's going to strike.
How do you jump over a guy backward?
You got a chance every time he touches. That's what you feel.
You got to witness it right in front of me.
I watched him for about 5 years. Man, never thought he'd be here.
I brought you guys a gift, something to hang in the offensive line room. We got something that we do called Sunday Fun Day, and we thought this would be pretty cool.
That is great. Y'all did me dirty with the wrinkles and everything. That's crazy.
I got the wrinkles now. You'll get them here in about 5 years. You keep playing, you'll get a few more.
I look like I just woke up from a nap. You guys did me dirty. This is not a gift. Oh, my goodness.
I look a little small there, but the key when I sat down with these guys, they're the rock amongst all the chaos that happens around Philly. Everyone knows you can count on those 2 guys to be ready and calm everybody else down.
And they counted on him week 12 against the Rams. Jason, Saquon went off for 255 yards, 302 yards from scrimmage. How did it all happen?
Well, they just dominated the line of scrimmage up front time and time again. And give Kellen Moore credit. He kept handing the ball to Saquon Barkley. Watch these guys. Watch the line of scrimmage move. The white shirts knocking the blue shirts 5 yards down the field. If you give Saquon Barkley that kind of space, you're in trouble.
All you have to do is be out here in pregame warmups and see the size of the Eagles' offensive line, and you go, oh my gosh, this is a special unit. This is an all-time great offensive line. The 2 tackles are all pros. They got great guard play, center play. They are dominant, and they don't even do that much in the run game.
And then Saquon, these guys are free. They can make the tackle. He makes one cut, another cut, and next thing you know, you can't catch him. Don't forget how special he is. Even though this offensive line is great, he is a special, special player.
The greatest running games in the history of football, it's a combination of the guys up front and the runner itself, and this is a fantastic example. The other part of the offensive line is not only they block the defensive linemen, they get to the second and third level, and if Saquon gets that kind of space, it's over.
How many people do the Rams have to commit to the run today to leave themselves vulnerable on the outside with Devontae Smith?
58. 58's the number, Susie. 58 guys.
He's the type of running back you do. You need everybody at the point of attack because he's patient and then he takes advantage.
Jason just said we got to go play defense. We need some extra people out there. Let's talk more about how the Rams will handle this Eagles offense, Jack.
Yeah, Maria, Rams defensive coordinator Chris Shula, he has done a job in his debut season, but as you just saw, Philly, the biggest offensive line in football by the numbers, the most productive running back behind it, those receivers on the outside can win. How do you defend this group?
Well, Chris Shula's guys are small and they're fast, but what has to happen is they've got to bring more people to the line of scrimmage. You're not going to stop Saquon Barkley, Rod, with the front seven. You got to get Cam Curl, the safeties involved.
Coach, first of all, I'm not playing any nickel. I'm playing all regular people. But I'm also walking the safeties. I'm not going to have a deep middle safety. I'm walking them in the box. I'm going to have as many guys close to the line of scrimmage. The other part of that is in the first game, the DBs did not tackle well. They play with 3 safeties. They have to tackle well, so that's something I'm paying close attention to.
And what you have to do after that first game is realize we cannot let Saquon Barkley beat us. We've got to do whatever it takes to force the ball into Jalen Hurts' hand, make him throw the ball to win.
I saw the Eagles offensive line warming up out here, Coach, and they were practicing taking on these double teams. And you see 2 6'8" guys coming down on a defensive tackle. I just don't think they can stop them.
That's it. After your Saquon interview, first thing you did too, walk over, give that offensive line some love before the start of the game. And the Eagles offensive coordinator and Kellen Moore, he had all the answers the last time these two teams met. But now there's questions about where he might end up next. Mike Florio, what are you hearing?
Well, Jack, Kellen Moore has interviewed with 3 teams so far, but everybody is watching the Dallas Cowboys. Quarterback Dak Prescott wants continuity, and now that Mike McCarthy is gone, Kellen Moore knows that offense. Kellen Moore was there 5 years as an assistant, 4 as offensive coordinator. He's the name that people are watching the most closely around the NFL, but as we know with the Cowboys, nobody knows what's going to happen until Jerry Jones makes his decision.
All right, thanks, Florio. It is time for Barry's Bet, brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Matthew, you're looking at the inner excellence of A.J. Brown.
Yeah, Maria, you heard me talk earlier about A.J. Brown's massive target share, and that's really true early in games. Get this. In the first quarter of the season, A.J. Brown is averaging nearly 20 yards, especially given the book controversy. They're going to get involved early, so give me A.J. Brown to get at least 10 receiving yards in the first quarter. By the way, you can ladder bet this up to 15, 20, and more at plus money. That is my Barry's bet for today. A.J. Brown 10 in the first quarter.
DraftKings Sportsbook is the #1 place to bet touchdowns. And during the playoffs, new customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the app and use promo code SMF when you sign up.
It's the DraftKings Sunday Divisional Round preview, and we've got Los Angeles visiting Philadelphia.
Jay, this game could have a ton of touchdowns. I mean, last week the Rams scored touchdowns on offense and defense. And hey, we all know the Eagles can brotherly shove their way into the end zone often.
Fantastic, because DraftKings is the place to bet on touchdowns for the playoffs. New customers bet $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Just use the promo code NBC when you sign up. The crown
is yours.
Little Caesar's Stuffed Crazy Crust is stuffed with cheese and has a delicious buttery garlic-flavored crust. And it's $9.49, making it the lowest price in stuffed crust. And I'm out of time. There was more time.
Pizza, pizza.
Doug.
You'll be back. Emus can't help people customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. You're just a flightless bird.
No, he's a dreamer, Frank.
Doug.
Well, I'll be. That bird really did it.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Sunday. Time to suit up.
Like half zips, kind of quarter zip.
And sacrifice your body.
This is fun.
Because no matter how hard you football, it's easy to Sunday.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. CJ Stroud putting up points with My Lowe's Rewards.
He is really cleaning up.
Come on, man.
It's the cart. He's got all the cleaning supplies in his cart.
In-store, online, our Lowe's team has you covered.
I ain't ready for this.
Applebee's really big meal deal for $9.99. Size matters when it comes to our new hand-breaded Big Cluckin' Chicken Sandwich, plus endless fries and drinks, all for just $9.99.
Everyone gather round, bring in a crowd. All eyes on this. Don't wanna miss this. Don't wanna miss it. Eyes on this.
Divisional Sunday set to kick off soon. The winner of Rams-Eagles will host Washington in the NFC Championship next week. Meanwhile, the Chiefs awaiting tonight's winner between the Ravens and the Bills. We're waiting for kickoff right now, and so is Devontae Smith, the Slim Reaper, getting ready and set to make big plays for this Eagles offense as Matthew Stafford in his 16th season, fourth with the Rams, getting a little ball skill.
No sleeves. I like a quarterback with no sleeves.
There you go. Now listen, the Rams have had to overcome a lot of adversity to make it to this moment today. Remember, this game being played amid the wildfires in the LA area. And our friend, our colleague, Al Michaels, the voice of so many big sports moments over the last half century, has watched up close as his city and so many of its people have been affected.
I've lived in Southern California most of my life. Fires here are commonplace, but these were of an unimaginable magnitude.
This was a Category 1 fire hurricane. Everything was melting.
I never thought I would live through something like this.
What was left of the school was just a couple of brick pillars. Everything else was burned down.
Amidst the devastation, there have been so many heroes. The firefighters, the helicopter pilots who have been absolutely incredible, and all who've helped the community try to get back on its feet.
People who were complete strangers before this disaster happened have now bonded.
You can see the fight in every single citizen in the city.
A lot of different people that's stepping up, doing their part to, to help the community. So it's all about standing together through, tough times.
Thank you for coming out. Definitely. Thank you for having us. Have a safe trip. Thank you.
Last Monday night, the Rams brought some respite and to many joy to this devastated region.
Every time I think about our win, it gets me through the uncertainty of everything that's happening.
One more week. We're going to keep giving them hope to the city, baby.
It provides a little uplift for those that are hard at work on the front lines.
Recovery will take a long time, but diversions are most welcome. And today provides another such chance to watch the Rams take another step on what they hope is a journey to the Super Bowl.
You represented exactly what we wanted to be about, man. A city that's going through a lot of different stuff that can look to you guys and say, I'm proud of that group.
Our thank you to Al for sharing his perspective. And Al, we're with you and everyone else in Southern California, including the producer of that piece, Ollie Stokes, who lost his home in the fires. And now, with a win today, the Los Angeles Rams would host the NFC Championship next week. If it does happen, the game is scheduled and expected to be played in LA, subject to the ongoing monitoring of the situation. It is now time for the home team picks, brought to you by Lowe's. America is going with the Eagles. 59% of America believes it will be the Eagles that are flying away to the NFC Championship game. Meanwhile, apparently everyone on football night in America also is. Okay, let's talk through it. What is the most important thing that's going to happen here, Jack, Tony, and Rodney?
Well, Maria, I'm taking the Eagles. I love Sean McVay, his play calling, his creativity, but I think that offensive and defensive line power of Philadelphia is just going to be too much,
I
right?
agree with you, Coach, but I agree with you, Coach.
So the NFC West Championship champion meets the NFC East champion. Those were today's home team picks, brought to you by Lowe's. We believe that this game will come down to this tough Eagles defense. Rams offense looking to get going. The winner will host the NFC title game against Washington next Sunday. We're waiting to see LA strong. Certainly trying to stand up strong here are the Rams.
Definitely. Hey, the Rams are going to have to run the ball and control the clock. The Eagles are the best team in football, also the biggest team in football.
I want to see which one of these defensive lines play the best and dominate the game.
The question for me in Philadelphia, hand the ball to Saquon, but A.J. Brown's got to make some plays in the passing game.
We'll see you at halftime.
This is Football Night in America, presented by Progressive.
It was a jailbreak.
How many got out?
A lot.
That's why you're here. We need your help to catch them.
The Hunting Party. Special premiere after the game on NBC. Spanish language audio provided by Telemundo Deportes. Or watch tonight's game in Spanish on Telemundo.
Driving a Nissan Sentra with sport-tuned suspension is kind of like driving a legend. Drive the award-winning Nissan Sentra today.
Now get a low $229 per month lease on Sentra.
What do you want from your career?
Me? I want 3 weeks paid time off.
4 weeks.
5 weeks.
The very first year on the job.
I want a sense of fulfillment.
I want to help people. I don't want a 50-hour work week.
Or 40. How about 37.5?
I want to help the elderly.
Help the sick.
Have great coverage when I'm sick.
I want flexible hours. Work hybrid.
Want work-life balance. Hey, it sounds like you want to work for the state.
Really?
Really. Really great careers, really great benefits. Visit work.illinois.gov.
Where can you kick off the new year with gig speed and big savings? Only with Xfinity. Get gig internet at home for $25 a month when you add Xfinity Mobile, which connects you to gig speed Wi-Fi on the road. Save more than $650 over AT&T and Verizon. Plus, hurry and get a free 5G phone. So save big and stay connected with gig speed internet and mobile. From home to hotspots, this new year, it's all about savings on gig speeds. Visit Xfinity.com/gig savings today.
From here, you'll go. Do. 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 The more you do, the further you'll go. Go far, do well. Driving a Nissan Sentra with sport-tuned suspension is kind of like driving a legend. Drive the award-winning Nissan Sentra today.
Now get 3.9% financing for 60 months on Sentra.
Chicago's most accurate forecast with Alicia Roman.
The only way you can play this game is to take it personally.
To get mad, stay mad. After getting so close, but not quite to the mountaintop.
Frustration at its utmost.
To really mind when someone threatens to take your name out of the record books.
Saquon Barkley.
No one's ever done this. Philly takes everything personal, fam.
We don't choose the opponent. We don't choose violence.
We play with a permanent chip on our shoulder.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Ooh, Washington is now the belle of the ball. Sleep on us? That's fine. That's just how we like it.
Look, nothing is more personal to the Rams than today. Repping our city when we need that joy the most.
You represent a city that's going through a lot of different stuff. They can look to you guys and say, I'm proud of that group.
When you don't have any other choice, you just keep fighting.
That's what the playoffs is all about, dog. Fighting with all you got.
for a chance to move on.
What you gonna do right now? Show me something tonight.
Believing in yourself and how far your story can take you.
My Eagles.
And my Rams.
In the NFC Divisional.
Well, the guy you're staring at across the line wants it just as bad.
But only one gets to keep on playing.
And they'll decide which one on an overcast Sunday in South Philadelphia with snow on the way and a sellout crowd of nearly 70,000 at Lincoln Financial Field, welcoming their NFC East champion, Philadelphia Eagles. Led by 2,000-yard rusher Saquon Barkley, facing Matthew Stafford in the NFC West champion Los Angeles Rams. It's the NFC Divisional Playoff game. The winner will host Washington in the NFC Championship game. Hi, everybody. Mike Tirico with Chris Collinsworth. We are down to the final six teams that can win Super Bowl 59. And Philly's got to be the favorite now in the NFC after the Detroit loss last night. Chris, for this Eagles team, they won the wild card here against Green Bay. They're built for a day like this. Terrific defense and maybe the best running game in the league.
Yeah, it was 56 days ago. We were there. Saquon Barkley ran for 255 yards against this Rams defense. They were humbled. They changed. They're better with the details. Only 13 points a game over the last 5 games. Is it going to be enough? Final exam's coming right up.
There's so much going on in Los Angeles. Our thoughts with everyone with the Fires. How did the Rams deal with it? They had to move their wild card game to Arizona. Won that game, dominant performance. Now a short week, they have to come to the East. Yeah. They do have a lot going against them. They have the one thing that only Kansas City has, a quarterback who's won the Super Bowl in Matthew Stafford.
But the Eagles have the #1 defense
okay,
in the National Football League. And all their coverages, they all look the same pre-snap. But post-snap, it's going to be up to Matthew Stafford to try and crack the code out there. And if he does, the Rams will be one home game away from the Super Bowl.
The franchises that represent the NFC in Super Bowl 56 and 57, one of them will be one win from representing the conference in Super Bowl 59. We look forward to the divisional. Here in Philadelphia, it is the Eagles and the Rams. We've got it for you next, here on NBC.
Let's go.
Applebee's really big meal deal for $9.99. Size matters when it comes to our big classic bacon cheeseburger, plus endless fries and drinks, all for just $9.99.
Oof, stuck paying for that old phone? Don't be. You know, at Verizon, we'll pay off your phone, and you'll get iPhone 16 with Apple Intelligence on us. Now with Genmoji. That's a value of up to $1,600. Only on Verizon.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're one of America's largest financial services companies. Like how I'm more than Peyton Manning. I'm also Calculating Manning. Yep, math checks out.
Instantly? DraftKings, you make the playoffs even more exciting. Legendary NFL coach Jim Moore. What do you think?
You kidding me? Instantly? Even if I don't win a playoff game?
Yes, Jim. Even if you don't win a playoff game.
Playoffs?
Playoffs?
Instantly?
Instantly.
Are you kidding me?
Who's calling these press conferences?
New DraftKings customers get in on the NFL playoff action and turn a $5 bet into $200 instantly in bonus bets. The crown is yours.
Time for Sunday Night Football. Get game day deals on whatever you're craving all season long, only on Uber Eats. Order now for Kickoff.
It's time to bring back an oldie but goodie.
Thank you.
Levine!
Original.
gangster.
He's very dirty and underhanded.
That gorgeous trash-talking face of his.
Thank you, go on.
Original gangster.
The Voice, February 3rd on NBC and Peacock.
The biggest prize in the history of television.
The NFL is sponsored by Intuit TurboTax. And with TurboTax, Now Taxes is getting matched with an expert as soon as today. Now this is taxes.
NBC Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
The NFC Divisional Playoff game presented by Intuit TurboTax. A couple of division champs, two franchises who've represented the NFC in 4 of the last 7 Super Bowls. We are expecting snow. It's been mixed precipitation for a few hours. Snow forecast to come in during the second half. We've got both sidelines covered today. Kaylee Hartung with the Rams in the second first. Melissa Stark with the Eagles. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Mike. As Chris mentioned, Saquon Barkley had the best game of his career earlier this season, Week 12, against the Rams, rushing for a franchise record 255 yards. There was one big difference in that game. It was in a covered stadium. Much different conditions today. So this week, Nick Sirianni showed the entire team footage of this 2013 Lions-Eagles matchup in blizzard-like conditions, where LaShawn McCoy ran for a then-franchise record 217 yards. Saquon reached out to LaShawn yesterday looking for advice. LaShawn reassured him, saying, just stay balanced and trust you can make every cut. Saquon told us he's a violent runner, so he doesn't like to wear longer studded cleats because they can get stuck in the ground, but that he would do whatever the equipment staff told him to do. I just talked to Saquon. He said he knows the weather's coming, so he is wearing those longer studs for better traction. He told me, I'm ready for it. Kaylee?
Well, Melissa, this Rams team is fighting for revenge after that Week 12 loss to the Eagles that you mentioned. Defensive end Kobie Turner told me with a second chance to go against Saquon Barkley, it's a whole lot more personal now. But the impact weather could have on this game cannot be ignored. Quarterback Matthew Stafford, who played his first 12 years in the NFC North, said each game in the snow is unique. Sometimes the ball feels great. Other times, it's like a greased pig. So he's planning to lean on his experience and put an emphasis on communication. Sean McVay says he has his bad weather playbook ready. He says he's seen Matthew Stafford throw the ball well in frigid temperatures before. It's when conditions are wet that his offense could be affected. Guys, I just talked to him. He said if the weather stays like this, he'd be real glad for that. But if there is precipitation, he would much prefer snow to rain. Wouldn't we all, Mike?
Yes, exactly. We're all ready for the pivot, Kaylee. Sean McVay won Super Bowl 56, his 8th year as the Rams head coach, 8 playoff wins going up against Nick Sirianni. Great respect between these two guys. Nick took the Birds to Super Bowl 57. He's been to the playoffs all 4 years as Philadelphia's head coach. Fans have been out here since early morning, tailgating in the sleet, braving the temperatures in the 30s. And they know that if their Eagles win here today, they'll be right back here next week at this time to play Washington in an I-95 NFC title game. Ethan Evans and the Rams want to change that. Rams won the toss, defer the option. Kenneth Gainwell, Isaiah Rodgers awaits. For a spot in the NFC title game, off we go from South Philadelphia. This will be returnable from the 3. It is Rodgers hit across the 25. The Eagles offense takes over at the 26.
Jalen Hurts, Rose Sooners. Saquon Barkley, Penn State. A.J. Brown, Ole Miss.
Devontae Smith, A.M.E. Louisiana.
Dallas Goedert, South Dakota State.
Brian Calcaterra, SMU.
Jordan Mailata, Just Outland University. Landon Dickerson, Alabama. Cam Jurgens, Nebraska. Mekhi Becton Sr., Hollis Springs High School. Lane Johnson, Oklahoma.
Dominating offensive line, 3 Pro Bowlers and an All-Pro. Second to Baltimore in rushing yards this season. And watch the passing. Only 121 yards in the air for Hurts in the wild card win over Green Bay. Begins to the 26 with Barkley as the back, and it's play action with Hurts in the air right away to Dallas Goedert for a first down out of bounds at the 40. It's a gain of 14 to start for Philadelphia, and Hurts, who missed the last 2 games of the regular season with a concussion, those low passing numbers last week. This is his 7th playoff start. As you look at his numbers for the year,
He's 3-3 in the playoffs, 3 home wins, and in all of those home wins, his passing yards have been under 200 yards. So how they're going to manage it with Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator, calling the plays into Hurts. Barkley flips sides and from the 40, second throw, second completion. It's 5 yards to Devontae Smith, 2020 Heisman Trophy winner out of Alabama. They'll bring up 3rd and 5. And Chris, they go in the air the first couple of plays.
Yeah, no surprise though, right? You knew everybody was going to be watching for Saquon Barkley. What were the Rams going to do differently than they did in that game 56 days ago? And so all the tension, so they come out and pass it the first 2 times.
You think there'll be some Barkley runs here as we go through?
Maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, okay. 2nd and 5. Here's the first one. The league's leading rusher, Barkley. It's about 3 yards. It gets bent back there against the Rams defense.
Byron Young, Tennessee. Braden Fisk, Florida State University. Bobby Brown, Texas A&M. Kobie Turner, Richmond and Wake Forest. Jerry Verse, Florida State University.
Omar Spates, Philadelphia, PA.
Christian Rozeboom, South Dakota State. Akello Witherspoon, Natomas Charter School. Quentin Lake, UCLA.
Cam Curl, Arkansas.
Darius Williams, University of Alabama at Birmingham.
The 3rd and 1, they decide not to go with the brotherly shove. They just hand it off with Barkley inside, gets right to the 50. And the Eagles have picked up their 2nd first down of this opening drive.
Saquon Barkley, you simply cannot have a better season than he did. Obviously had the chance for the rushing record, passed on the last game of the season. He said, I get too much credit for that. I really did want to go for the record. Sort of got talked out of it along the way. He really wanted to do it as much for his offensive line as he did for himself.
From midfield, Hurts, 3rd pass attempt. It's a Barkley check down for about 5. And Christian Rozeboom, the linebacker, in there on the stop. Barkley caught 33 balls in the regular season, about 1 for every 10 times he carried it this year.
Yeah, and we're seeing a different defensive approach. You see the linebackers stacked across the way. The last time these 2 teams played, they played 3 edge players with Michael Hoyt in the middle, and that opened up some of those running opportunities for Saquon.
Hurts this time pulls it and keeps it and takes off for the first down. Through a tackle and Hurts on the run. He might go. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. For the opening score.
This offensive line is as athletic as any you will see. And right now they run the counter play with Saquon going to the left, Jalen going to the right, 2 big offensive linemen. Do we need Saquon to run over the Rams? No, we do not. Jalen Hurts for 6.
And the receivers blocking Devontae Smith, 1 block on the edge as Hurts takes it home. Jake Elliott. Game no good. So Elliott, who has had problems with some field goals this year from deep, gets the win there, overhooks and misses for the 2nd time on an extra point this year. Jalen Hurts didn't miss. 44 yards on the opening drive. 6-0 Philadelphia.
You have a Taco Bell in your house? Then come in and try the Cantina Chicken Bowl.
Man.
Cantina Chicken Bowl and Burrito both have 25 grams of protein. Hey, Devontae.
Just no more ads, all right?
That was the last one, I swear.
We love our new home. There's so much space.
We have a guest room now.
But we have ants.
You're slouching again, Ted.
Expired. Expired. Expired.
Thanks, Aunt Bonnie.
It's a lot of house. I hope you can keep it clean.
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Which helps us save a lot of money.
Oh, Teddy, did you get my friend request?
I'll have to check.
Aunt Joni's here.
For bundling made easy, get more with Geico.
It's 10 feet. One shot makes you a soup for 24 hours.
Waiting for the break of day.
Have fun
having any fun? What you getting out of living? Who cares for what you've got if you're not having any fun? Are you having any laugh? Are you getting any loving? If other people do, why can't you have a little fun? And have a little fun.
NBC's Divisional Playoff is brought to you by Volkswagen, proud partner of SNL 50, by T-Mobile, America's largest 5G network, and by Instacart. This is the fourth playoff meeting between these teams. The last one, the 0-1 NFC Championship game. Aeneas Williams there. The St. Louis Rams got the win over the Eagles to head to the Super Bowl. Sean McVay's team won the toss, deferred the option, and Nick Sirianni's crew took it for the touchdown. Missed extra point means it is 6-0. This kickoff will be run up and grabbed on the run by Jordan Whittington. Got across the 30, and the Rams offense takes over at the 33. Here they are.
Matthew Stafford, Georgia. Kyren Williams, Notre Dame. Cooper Kupp, AC Davis High School.
DeMarcus Robinson, Florida. Puka Nacua, John R. Hummel Elementary.
Tyler Higbee, Western Kentucky.
Alaric Jackson, Iowa.
Steve Avila, TCU.
Bo Limmer, Arkansas.
Kevin Dotson, Louisiana.
Rob Haberstein, Wisconsin.
This is the lowest scoring team in the playoffs. They average 21 a game. They do have Tyler Higbee back. If you watch the wild card game, he only played 12 snaps with a chest injury. Stafford, some time, and he throws nearly intercepted by his former Detroit teammate, Darius Slay.
Darius Slay is going to jump this right away. He's going to shoot right underneath it here. I thought he had it. I'm watching the route take place, and Slay just was flying across the field and barely missed that one.
Slay had no picks this year, but had his first playoff interception last week. Kyren Williams runs inside to the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 3, third down coming up for Stafford, making his 6th trip to the playoffs this year. 3 of them with the Rams, of course, won Super Bowl 56. And now he's 5-1 postseason with LA. Quarterback for the Lions when we had that mega snow game that you've seen the video of 11 years ago. No snow, just a lot of noise right now. 3rd and 7. Eagles bring 4. Stafford's throw is low. Is it scooped? No, ruled incomplete. Trying to get it to Tyler Higbee, the tight end. They say no catch, and that's a quick 3 and out for the Rams. Stafford wants another look.
That's a little hard to tell from there.
See from that angle, from this angle. Looks pretty good there. 3rd look from the other side. If you all 3 sides there, look pretty good, and Sean's going to challenge. McVay's going to challenge.
It bounced, but it looked like it bounced up.
Correct. Like off his hands and back into his body? Yeah.
Los Angeles is challenging the ruling on the field of an incomplete pass. The play is under review. Timeout.
A great job by our crew. You got all 3 angles to look in there before the play clock ran out. I think that 3rd one gave McVay enough confidence to challenge.
Instantly, DraftKings, you make the playoffs even more exciting. Legendary NFL coach Jim Moore, what do you think?
You kidding me? Instantly? Even if I don't win a playoff game?
Yes, Jim. Even if you don't win a playoff game.
Playoffs?
Playoffs?
Instantly?
Instantly.
Are you kidding me?
Who's calling these press conferences?
New DraftKings customers get in on the NFL playoff action and turn a $5 bet into $200 instantly in bonus bets. The crown is yours.
Oof, stuck paying for that old phone? Don't be. You know, at Verizon, we'll pay off your phone. And you'll get iPhone 16 on us. That's a value of up to $1,600, only on Verizon.
Any given Saturday. And a little work. and a little play.
Hey, little help?
And a truck that says no to nothing.
Hey, Dad. Can I get them a ride?
Yeah.
The Silverado Trail Boss and Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
I'm the best attorney in the country.
It's different out here. People do whatever they can to win.
Now, do you trust me or not?
Damn right.
Ain't ready for this.
Applebee's really big meal deal for $9.99. Size matters when it comes to our big classic bacon cheeseburger or our massive hand-breaded big cluckin' chicken sandwich. Plus endless crispy fries and cold drinks, all for just $9.99, because that's Applebee's really big meal deal. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
This afternoon's 4K Skycam coverage is brought to you by Walmart Plus. We got 2 Skycams here for this divisional playoff game. And all the camera angles showed us a reception going to break. And as we were away, referee Sean Smith said this call overturned. Terry McCauley, as you watch with us from back in the studio, pretty good job of the challenge there by McVay.
Absolutely, Mike. The ball never touches the ground. Took us a few angles, but it absolutely is the correct reversal.
3-time Super Bowl ref, our rules analyst with us through the game. From the 45 is Kyren Williams. An explosion inside, and Williams into Eagles territory. A gain of 20 to the 35-yard line. The third-year man out of Notre Dame.
So here's the key guy right here. Here's Carter. So they're going to run a trap against him. So they're going to try to take Jalen Carter, who is their best defensive lineman, and hit him from as many different angles as possible. Because when the Eagles know that you're going to double team him, that's when they start to isolate some of your offensive linemen with linebackers blitzing.
As he is so often, Nacua in motion. Stafford through it, is being chased by Nolan Smith. Incomplete. Here's the rest of the Philly D.
Nolan Smith, Georgia. Jordan Davis, Mallard Creek High School. Jalen Carter, Arca, Florida. Josh Sweat, Florida State. Jack Vaughn, Wisconsin. Jeremiah Trotter, Clemson. Big Clay Slade, Brunswick High School. Cooper DeJean, Iowa. Seedy, Florida.
Reed Blankenship, Middle Tennessee State.
Quinyon Mitchell, Wilson, Florida.
Vic Fangio's come in. The veteran coach has turned this defense around, but is missing Kobie Dean, their second leading tackler, injured Sunday against the Packers, done for the year. 2nd and 10. Blitz comes, it's picked up. Stafford throws and completes it for the first down. Nacua to the 18, a gain of 17 as Stafford hung in there. Rams in the red zone.
Big block's going to come right here from Kyren Williams, because you're going to see Stafford go here, and then back across this way. I mean, that is about as long as we've seen Matthew Stafford, at least against these Eagles, and that was a little look away. Did you see it? He kind of looking that way and shuffled it back across. Nice play.
You're getting the full Stafford bag in this one, right? That challenge was huge. Kept the momentum from being tilted to Philly. Nacua on a quick hit. He's tackled at the 15. Gain of just under 4 for Puka.
You know, you get to a certain point in your career and you kind of can do things like this. Whoop.
I mean, heck, he did it on the winning drive in the Super Bowl, so what's it here? No big deal.
It's part of it. It's one of the reasons that you really had to worry a little bit about the missing linebacker inside in Kobie Dean, Owen Burks, and Jeremiah Trotter in there. But you're going to see some gimmicks right out of Matthew Stafford.
It's been all Burks so far, 2nd and 6. Contact early with Quinyon Mitchell, no penalty, no flag, as the rookie defensive back was there in coverage. It brings up 3rd down.
What a year that guy's had. Quinyon Mitchell has played 954 defensive snaps as a rookie, and from day one of training camp, you can talk to anybody you want. He has been making plays just like that.
to get just inside the 9 for a first down. Higbee's got the linebacker on him. Stafford scanning, stepping up. Stafford running, and maybe got the first down. Let's see the mark. It's going to be short where the ball was when his knee came down. Stafford only had 3 scrambles all season. It's being marked right now as 4th and less than a yard.
That is the rarest of all breeds right there to see Matthew Stafford running the football. Playoff time, and you can see the knee down, the ball short.
4th and 1, they go. Williams inside for the first down. As Kyren Williams picks it up for this Rams team that converted 16 of 24 4th downs on the season. They have it 1st and goal on their opening drive.
You remember the ancient history of the National Football League when everybody didn't go for every 4th down? It's unbelievable now. It's way more exciting. I love watching this.
You're right. We've become numb to it. Expect it to happen. Sean McVay didn't like something about sending that play, and you can see it on his face. Stafford adjusts to this one. Williams bouncing to the left. At the 4, pulled down there. Chris, you mentioned the game that we did that was headlined by the 255 for Saquon Barkley. The Rams moved the ball pretty well in the first part of that game.
They did, and they ran the ball effectively out there with Williams. He had a big fumble in the first quarter, and that sort of tilted it towards the Eagles, but they have to hang in there. When you play against the Philadelphia Eagles, they have a way of beating you up and beating you down. And so as this heads into the snowy second half we're expecting here, you need to get these points on the board now.
Big people in, play call in late, play clock running down for the Rams. Stafford gets it off, slant, incomplete. Intended for Demarcus Robinson. It'll be 3rd and goal, and Slay has been everywhere on this opening drive.
Such a good job there by Darius Slay. Watch this route. This is their best one-on-one route runner on the outside. Demarcus Robinson, and Slay said, nah. Jumped right back in front of that and knocked it out. He's had a big first quarter.
Again, he and Stafford, teammates in Detroit for 7 years. They know each other, great deal of respect. They love having this stage to renew their friendship. 3rd and goal. Stafford fires in traffic. It is caught by Higbee for the touchdown. Higbee tore his ACL in the wild card game in Detroit last year, out most of this year, comes back injured in the wild card game this year, back on the field and in the end zone.
And they have been moving some safeties and corners around with Higbee because he had such an influence on that game last week. But if you watch Matthew Stafford, you'll see him almost like a baseball pitcher. He went from way high to low. He was going to keep that at knee level there so Higbee can make the play. What an impact with Higbee in the last 2 games.
No doubt. Joshua Karty, the rookie out of Stanford. His extra point is good. Thus, Los Angeles takes the lead. Each team good opening drives. The Rams 13 plays, 67 yards, and 1 great challenge by Sean McVay allows the Higbee touchdown and the Rams to take the lead.